Good afternoon and welcome to my research proposal presentation, Dawn of a New Day, for POL 581. It's a research proposal for cutting-edge treatment programs for narcotics offenders, specifically the RAP program at Taunton State Hospital. A little bit of an overview on opioid crisis in the state of Massachusetts. Opioid medication has the potential to provide significant pain-relieving benefits, but also carries the serious risk of misuse and abuse. Massachusetts is currently experiencing an epidemic of opioid-related overdoses and deaths. Opioid-related deaths in the state were more than 4 times higher in 2015 than in 2000. In 2013 to 2014 alone, opioid-related deaths occurred in 2/3 of cities and towns around Massachusetts. My hypothesis for this research proposal regards modern treatment for criminal offenders with substance abuse issues and will prove in prognosis for narcotics abuse across the board. Cutting-edge treatment will lower the rate of recidivism of addicts in the penal system, and the goal is to provide a proposal for qualitative research that forms the foundation for treatment, intervention, and control of substance abuse issues. My research questions for this proposal seek to answer the following research questions. Does narcotics treatment for addicts prove more effective than incarceration in reducing the incidence of substance abuse? Do treatment programs for addicts improve the prognosis for addiction? Can treatment for narcotics addicts in a psychiatric environment, such as the Women's Recovery from Addictions program at Taunton State Hospital, lessen the burden on the criminal justice system and reduce the rate of recidivism among civilly committed addicts? Will an innovative program such as RAP at Taunton State Hospital prove to be a more comprehensive attempt at curing and controlling substance abuse? So how do we go about the research? The control group is civilly committed women housed in Framingham State Penitentiary. The experimental group is women placed in an innovative program for drug treatment at Taunton State Hospital. Our independent variable is incarceration with no drug treatment, and our dependent variable is substance abuse treatment for patients that are placed at Taunton State Hospital for care and treatment. A little bit about RAP, the Women's Recovery from Addictions program at Taunton State Hospital. The Women's Recovery from Addictions program, or RAP, is the newly opened unit at Taunton State Hospital for 45 women formerly incarcerated at Framingham State Penitentiary with nonviolent offenses. Innovative and progressive, this program gives hope to female narcotics addicts in recovery from drug abuse. RAP is an enhanced clinical treatment program for women who have been civilly committed for treatment by the Massachusetts court system, Section 35, due to concerns about risk related to substance use, and they can be held for up to and not to exceed 90 days. Methodology. How do we go about this research? We're looking at the development of survey research, such as Likert scales, focus groups, trained observer ratings, and case studies. Why is this research so important? The statistics are daunting. Over the past 40 years, the United States has seen a dramatic increase in the use of prisons to combat crime. Jail inmates who met the criteria for substance abuse, dependence, or abuse were more likely than other inmates to have a criminal record. They were nearly twice as likely as other inmates to have been homeless in the year before the offense. And decades of increasing incarceration and soaring corrections costs have been well documented and are a familiar story to policymakers and to the public that understand the full cost of prisons to taxpayers. Something is easier said than done. The hope of this research proposal and the statistics that are created, the hope is that someday we'll improve the health, welfare, and safety of all members of society, in particular, ensure a better future for future generations. Thank you so much for joining me.